The emergency room buzzed with noise that Sunday night, yet all eyes turned toward a small girl. 6-year-old Lily clutched her stomach, tears streaming, while her mother Olivia held her close. A nurse rushed them past the crowded hall, straight into the care of Dr. Catherine Jenkins. One gentle touch on Lily's abdomen revealed pain too sharp for words. Within minutes, the doctor's smile faded, concern filled her eyes, and a quiet phone call set events into motion that would change everything. The hospital's examination room felt too bright, too sharp as Olivia sat by her daughter's side. Lily lay on the bed, her small hands clutching a blanket while her fevered skin glistened with sweat. Dr. Jenkins moved carefully, asking simple questions, her voice soft and warm. But when her fingers pressed against Lily's lower stomach, the child winced with a cry. "How long has she been like this?" the doctor asked. "Since yesterday evening," Olivia whispered, fear trembling in her voice. She had just come back from her father's weekend visit. "I thought she was only tired, but this morning the fever came, and the pain grew worse." The doctor kept her expression professional, though her eyes flickered with worry. She ordered urgent tests and signaled for a nurse named James to help. He tried distracting Lily with a cheerful story while gently preparing her for the tests. For a moment, the child smiled weakly, then fell asleep, exhausted. When Olivia stepped into the hallway, Dr. Jenkins lowered her voice. "Mrs. Morgan, did Lily say anything unusual about her weekend with her father?" Olivia hesitated. She barely spoke at all. She said they didn't go camping as planned. She was so quiet. That's not like her. The doctor's jaw tightened slightly. Then James entered, carrying something small he had found in Lily's hand. It was a drawing. Dark figures filled the paper, towering over a small child who stood alone inside a strange house. Dr. Jenkins exchanged a look with Olivia. Without another word, she left the room, phone in hand, her voice breaking as she made a quiet but urgent call. Inside, Lily stirred in her sleep, clutching the stuffed cat against her chest, while her mother sat frozen with dread. 48 hours earlier, the weekend had begun with nervous goodbyes. Olivia stood in her driveway as her ex-husband Nathan packed their daughter's small purple suitcase into the car. "Remember her allergy medicine before bed?" Olivia reminded, handing over a small bag. "And she needs Mr. Whiskers with her at night. She's been having bad dreams." Nathan accepted the stuffed toy with an impatient smile. "I've got this, Liv. We're going camping at Pinewood Lake. She'll love it." Lily bounced excitedly, her blonde pigtails swinging. "Daddy says we'll catch fish and cook them on a fire." Olivia knelt, straightening her daughter's jacket. "Call me before bed, sweetheart." "I will, Mommy. Don't be sad. I'll bring you a rock from the lake." Olivia waved as the car pulled away, yet a chill ran down her spine, sharper than the autumn breeze. That night, her phone stayed silent. At 8:30 p.m., well past Lily's bedtime, Olivia tried Nathan's number. Voicemail. By 10:00 p.m., after several failed attempts, dread pressed against her chest. The next morning, a short text arrived. "Poor reception. Lily having fun. Don't worry." But Olivia did worry. Hours passed. Her neighbor Eleanor, a wise woman of 72, noticed her sitting on the porch, restless. "A mother's instinct is rarely wrong," Eleanor said gently. Finally, a call came. Lily's voice sounded small. "Hi, Mommy. Are you having fun? Did you catch fish?" A pause. "I'm okay. Daddy says I need to go." Then Nathan's voice. "She's just tired. We'll see you tomorrow." When Nathan finally returned Sunday afternoon, he was half an hour late. Lily stepped out slowly, no excitement in her face. "Did you have fun?" Olivia asked, hugging her daughter. Lily flinched slightly. "I'm really tired, Mommy." Nathan handed over her suitcase. "She's just worn out. Kids play hard, then crash." He left without stepping inside. Later, Olivia opened the suitcase. The clothes were untouched, shoes clean, jacket unstained. No camping trip at all. At midnight, Lily woke screaming, clutching her stomach, her forehead hot with fever. Olivia rushed her to the hospital, terror clawing at her heart. Now, in the hospital room, Lily lay weak under the blanket. Beside her, Dr. Jenkins whispered to Olivia, "I want to keep her here until we understand what's happening. These symptoms are concerning." The doctor glanced again at Lily's drawing, the one filled with shadowy figures inside a large, unfamiliar house. The professional mask slipped for just a moment. She excused herself and stepped into the hallway, phone in hand. Her voice broke slightly as she requested immediate assistance. The next morning, Lily rested in a hospital bed connected to soft beeping monitors. Olivia hadn't slept, her eyes fixed on her daughter's face. Dr. Jenkins arrived, calm but serious. "Her blood work shows signs of inflammation. We're waiting on more results," she explained. Then gently, "Has Lily spoken about the weekend?" Olivia shook her head. "Only that they didn't go camping, nothing else." Dr. Jenkins gave a small nod. "I've asked for a consultation. Dr. Rebecca Chen will join us. She specializes in helping children communicate experiences they can't easily describe." When Lily awoke, Dr. Jenkins offered her colored pencils and paper. The child drew without words, a big house, tall windows, dark figures inside. Not a lake, not a campsite. "Lily," Olivia asked carefully, "is this where you went with Daddy?" The girl nodded without looking up. "We stayed there. Daddy's friends were loud. They made me drink something yucky. They said it would help me sleep." Olivia's heart stopped. Dr. Jenkins' eyes hardened, though her voice remained calm. "Do you remember who gave it to you, sweetheart?" "A lady with red hair. She said I was too noisy." Before Olivia could respond, Nurse James entered. "Dr. Jenkins, the test results you wanted are ready." Moments later, in a consultation room, Dr. Jenkins revealed the truth. The toxicology report shows traces of a sedative in Lily's system. This drug is never meant for a child. Someone gave it to her. The room spun around Olivia. Her hands trembled as Dr. Jenkins continued. "We've contacted Detective Michael Parker from the Special Victims Unit. He will take it from here." For the first time since the nightmare began, Olivia understood. Lily hadn't just come home sick. She had come home carrying a dangerous secret. Detective Michael Parker arrived at the hospital that afternoon. His tall frame and calm presence carried the weight of someone who had seen too much darkness, but never lost his humanity. He greeted Olivia with a steady voice. "Mrs. Morgan, I understand this is overwhelming, but I promise we'll uncover what happened." Olivia nodded, clutching her hands together. "My daughter was supposed to go camping. Instead, she ended up in some house. Strangers gave her drugs. None of this makes sense." Parker guided her to the family waiting area. "Let's start with what we know. Tell me about your custody arrangement." With halting words, Olivia explained the divorce, the judge's visitation ruling, her concerns about Nathan's reckless lifestyle. "He started spending time with people I didn't know, missing school events, then showing up with expensive gifts. I warned the court, but he convinced them I was just bitter." Parker took notes carefully. "Do you know any of these friends by name?" "He mentioned someone called Victor. That's all." Their conversation was interrupted when Dr. Chen appeared, holding Lily's newest drawings. They showed the same house. Large windows, a fish-shaped mailbox, a hallway painting of a boat. In another drawing, shadowy figures stood around while a small child lay on a couch. In one, Lily had even sketched a rough map, a house on Oak Road. She remembered details clearly. Dr. Chen explained softly, "This isn't imagination, it's memory." Parker photographed each page, his voice firm. "This location may be very real. We'll check immediately." Later, he visited Lily's room. Kneeling at her side, he spoke gently. "Hello, Lily. I'm Detective Parker. Your drawings are helping us. You're very brave." The girl studied him cautiously. "Are you going to find the scary people?" "Yes," he said with quiet confidence. but I need your help. Can you be my special detective assistant?" For the first time in days, Lily's lips curved into a small smile. Parker handed her a shiny junior detective badge sticker. "Special detectives notice details. Do you remember anything inside the house?" Lily frowned, concentrating. There was a big painting of a boat in the hallway, and the kitchen had sparkly counters. The man Daddy called Vic wore a watch that glowed in the dark. Parker exchanged a quick glance with Olivia. Those details could confirm the location. By evening, Parker had gathered a small team. In a private conference room, he showed Olivia photos of a house registered to Victor Reynolds. The fish mailbox, the windows, even the hallway painting, all matched Lily's drawings. "We'll execute a search warrant tonight," he said. That night, Olivia sat at Lily's bedside while the police moved toward Oak Road. She whispered to her sleeping daughter, "You're safe now. I promise." Dawn came with answers. Parker returned to the hospital, his suit rumpled from a sleepless night. "We searched the house, everything matched. Painting, counters, mailbox. We found prescription drugs, including the sedative in Lily's system. And Nathan, we brought him in." Olivia's chest tightened. "What did he say?" At first he claimed they only stopped by briefly, but the evidence showed they stayed the entire weekend. He admitted it eventually. Parker's voice hardened. "He says he didn't give Lily anything himself, he blames Victor's friends, but regardless, he placed her in that environment." Olivia felt sick. "A party? He took a 6-year-old to a party with drugs?" Parker nodded grimly. "Yes, and Lily identified a red-haired woman who gave her the drink. Do you know anyone like that?" Olivia froze. "Samantha." Her voice cracked. "My best friend, the one I trusted most. She's been helping me through the divorce. She babysat Lily and she betrayed us?" Parker's expression was grave. "We need her full details. She'll face questioning." Olivia's world seemed to collapse again. Nathan had endangered their daughter. But Samantha, the friend she leaned on, was part of it. That afternoon, Dr. Chen sat with Lily, using play therapy. The child drew the red-haired lady with sparkling earrings and a tattoo on her wrist. She said the woman's name was Sam. Olivia stared at the drawing, numb. The betrayal cut deeper than anything Nathan had done. Later, Parker gathered Olivia and Dr. Jenkins. "We're building a case for child endangerment and neglect. Nathan will face charges, so will Samantha and Victor. But this may go further. We suspect other children may have been exposed at that house." Olivia's breath caught. "Other children?" Dr. Chen nodded solemnly. "Sometimes children mention things they notice. Lily already remembered a boy with glasses, a superhero shirt. His name might be Max. We're investigating." That night, Olivia sat by Lily's hospital bed. She brushed her daughter's hair back and whispered, "You're brave, my little one. You helped bring the truth to light." Outside, snow began to fall softly. Inside, the case had only begun to unravel. But Olivia knew one thing for certain. She would protect Lily at any cost, no matter what truth still waited in the shadows. Detective Parker worked swiftly. By evening, his team had confirmed that Victor Reynolds' house on Oak Road matched every detail Lily had drawn. The fish-shaped mailbox, the maritime painting in the hallway, the glittering quartz counters in the kitchen. Inside, police found bottles of prescription sedatives, empty alcohol containers, and signs of frequent parties. Nathan was brought in for questioning. His story shifted with every word. First, he claimed they stayed only briefly. When confronted with evidence, he admitted they had been there the whole weekend. He insisted he never gave Lily anything himself, that someone else must have done it. Olivia sat in stunned silence when Parker relayed the news. "He placed her in that house," Parker said firmly. "Whether or not he put the cup in her hand, he's responsible." Before Olivia could respond, Nurse James entered Lily's hospital room holding a new drawing. Lily had sketched a woman with bright red hair, large earrings, and a tattoo on her wrist. She said the lady's name was Sam, James explained softly. Olivia's breath caught. Samantha Wells, my best friend, the person I trusted most. She watched Lily after school. She sat in my kitchen comforting me through the divorce. Her voice shook, and all this time she was part of it? The betrayal burned sharper than Nathan's lies. Dr. Chen kept her tone gentle. Lily's memory is clear. The woman with red hair gave her the drink. Detective Parker placed a hand on Olivia's shoulder. We'll bring Samantha in tonight. Hours later, Samantha was in custody. To Olivia's shock, Parker revealed photographs showing Samantha and Nathan together, shopping, laughing, months before the divorce was finalized. She was my friend, Olivia whispered. All that time she listened to my fears about Nathan, while she was secretly with him. The weight of betrayal crushed her chest. The next day, Olivia sat with District Attorney Caroline Winters, a woman of quiet strength who assured her, "We will hold everyone accountable. Nathan, Samantha, Victor. No child should endure this." But the revelations kept coming. When Dr. Chen visited Lily again, the little girl mentioned something new. "There was a boy," she said softly, sketching a small figure with glasses and a superhero shirt. "His name was Max. He looked sad." Olivia and Dr. Chen exchanged a horrified glance. Another child. That evening, Parker confirmed it. Maxwell Thompson, age 7, had been identified. His mother initially denied bringing him to Victor's house, but with Lily's drawings and testimony, the truth surfaced. Max had been there too. The scope of the nightmare expanded. As Olivia absorbed the news, a knock came at her door. She opened it to see Samantha, released under supervision, her face pale, eyes swollen from tears. "Please, Liv, 5 minutes. That's all I ask." Olivia's voice was sharp. "You gave my daughter drugs. You betrayed everything we had." "I know," Samantha whispered. "I don't want forgiveness. I just want to help. Victor's house. There's a locked basement room. Nathan called it Victor's Special Projects. I never saw inside, but I memorized the code, 25817. Olivia froze. "Why are you telling me this now?" "Because Lily's drawings broke me," Samantha admitted. "I saw her courage. I saw what I refused to see. Victor's planning something worse. Please, let me tell Parker." Moments later, Parker arrived. Samantha repeated everything, trembling but determined. Parker's face hardened as he wrote down the code. "We'll act immediately." That night, another raid uncovered Victor's locked basement. Inside, computers, files, photographs, evidence far darker than Olivia had feared. Parker's voice on the phone was grim. Samantha's information was accurate. Victor's operation goes beyond parties. He may have targeted other children. Olivia sat on her porch, trembling. Eleanor, her elderly neighbor, placed a warm mug of tea in her hand. "Light finds its way through cracks, dear," she said softly. "Even now, healing begins." The following week, Olivia joined other parents at a community meeting organized by Parker and D.A. Winters. 13 children had been identified as potentially exposed at Victor's gatherings. Olivia looked around the room, faces weary, fearful, but united. Among them sat Jennifer Thompson, Max's mother, who whispered through tears. "Lily was kind to my son. She comforted him. He says she's his friend." The parents formed a support group that day. For the first time since the ordeal began, Olivia felt she wasn't alone. Days later, Olivia prepared Lily for the preliminary hearing against Victor. In the courthouse children's waiting room, Lily spotted Max. They shyly exchanged smiles, then quickly began comparing superhero drawings. Eleanor watched with a gentle smile. "They're healing," she whispered. In the courtroom, Olivia faced hours of questioning meant to undermine her credibility. Every choice she made during the divorce was picked apart. Yet she held steady, speaking clearly. "I followed the court's visitation order. I believed my daughter was safe with her father. I never imagined he would put her in danger." When she left the stand, her knees weak, She caught sight of Lily through the waiting room window, laughing softly with Max, crayons scattered between them. The sight gave her strength. That afternoon, the judge ruled. Victor Reynolds would stand trial, bail denied. Nathan and Samantha would face charges of child endangerment. As Olivia left the courthouse, Parker walked beside her. 3 more families came forward today after hearing testimony, he said. Your voice encouraged them. You're helping more children than you realize. Olivia lifted her gaze to the autumn leaves swirling in the breeze. For the first time in weeks, she felt something steady inside her. Not despair, not fear, but determination. Her daughter had survived. Other children would be saved. And together, they would heal. Winter settled over Maplewood by the time Nathan's sentencing arrived. 6 months had passed since the night Olivia rushed Lily to the hospital. Now, in a quiet courtroom, parents sat together in silent solidarity. Olivia held Lily's hand as they waited for Nathan to speak. He stood shakily, no trace of his old confidence. What I did was unforgivable, he began. I put my daughter in danger to impress people who didn't care. I betrayed her trust, and Olivia's. I can't undo the harm, but I can tell the truth. He revealed details of Victor's wider network, names and addresses that sent Detective Parker leaving the courtroom to make urgent calls. The judge listened, then delivered his ruling. Nathan would face years of supervised rehabilitation, with visitation only after strict review. Outside, snow drifted through the air. Jennifer Thompson, standing beside Olivia, whispered, "It's finally over." "The case is," Olivia replied softly, "but the healing continues." Months passed. Spring came with gentle grace. In Eleanor's garden, tulip shoots broke through the soil Lily had helped plant in autumn. "Look, Mommy," she cried, kneeling to touch the tender green. "They remembered to grow." Olivia knelt beside her. "Yes, sweetheart. They were gathering strength all winter, just like us." Lily's nightmares faded. Therapy turned from fear to rebuilding confidence. She and Max grew close, their drawings filling pages of journals Dr. Chen gave them. The parent support group flourished, offering coffee, comfort, and hope. On a golden afternoon, Olivia sat on the porch while Lily played with Mr. Whiskers in the yard. Eleanor joined her carrying 2 mugs of tea. "Do you see?" the older woman said gently. "Children teach us resilience. They remind us that even in broken soil, something beautiful grows." Olivia watched her daughter laugh, chasing a butterfly across the grass. The sight filled her with something she thought she had lost: peace. The storm had passed. The wounds remained, but healing had begun. One evening, Olivia found Lily's newest drawing on the nightstand. A garden filled the page, flowers of every size and color, some in full bloom, some just beginning to sprout. In one corner, in Lily's careful handwriting, were the words, "Everyone grows at their own speed." Olivia held the picture close, tears slipping silently down her cheeks. Her daughter, once so small and broken by fear, had found a way to speak wisdom through art. The tulips would bloom brighter with each season, so would Lily. And Olivia too would carry forward, not just as a mother who had survived, but as one who rebuilt. Their story was no longer one of betrayal or danger. It was a story of courage, of community, of a child's unshaken light guiding them both through the dark.